cloud shell by using a cloud, and we are using that shell, we can able to run the both shell script and PowerShell. As I told you, while clicking on that cloud shell, we can either run shell script or we can use that PowerShell. The both option we have to select and we can able to run there. Okay. Uh, and that shell script we are using for a Linux. Okay. And and it is possible to run a shell script in a PowerShell or a CMD also. In command prompt also we can able to run that, because our command line prompt is accepting that everything, and that platform only we are getting with the help of this cloud shell. Okay, now whatever commands you are whatever commands you are using in that Linux. Okay, so if you want to run here, so what you have to do, first click here, and if you want to use commands of our Windows, click on PowerShell. Or if you want to run commands, okay, which are we are using in command line of that Linux, so that is initializing. It will take a time. That is initializing now. And if you want to run off Linux, so click on Bash. So you can run off Bash also. In Windows, we are running commands of Linux. For that, you need a operating system. But this cloud shell providing you feature to execute your Linux commands that we are calling as a shell script. We can able to run in this only, where in cloud shell. This feature we are getting here. Okay, and then I need one Linux server. As I told you, we need for one Linux server for that, but we can do with that cloud shell only. And okay, now I will show you the portal of DevOps, because might be many more from you not saw the portal of that DevOps. So DevOps portal is look like this. Okay, this is a portal of DevOps. First, I will log out here.
Krunal, I have a query here.
Yes.
Krunal, you have portal giving credits to us, you say 14,500. Like that, even we have credits for Azure DevOps as well. I mean, the DevOps portal as well. Do you have any
Yeah,
time limit?
yeah. There
Okay.
also there are also two plan.
Okay.
Okay, one
Mm-hmm.
is free and one is pay as you go. There also that plan. Okay, I will tell you that also. First take a look on dashboard, because first we will learn with our portal of Azure, and then we will switch over here. And whenever we will switch over here, that time I will tell you what are the packages and what to do and how to do. Okay,
Sure.
so
Okay.
when you are logging here, we have to do sign in. And as I have account with this one, I'm doing login with same credential of your Azure portal. What you have to write? Dev.azure.com, and then it will ask you to sign in. So include your odd credential of your Azure portal, and when you will include that credential, you will directly switch to this page. Okay, sign in again. What happened? This one is the dashboard. Because of that screen sharing, I can't see. Okay, so see this one. This is a dashboard of our DevOps portal. Okay, it is look like this. Yeah, now it's visible to me. So as I told you, we have to log in with same credential. So see here, dev.azure.com. What is dev.azure.com? And as I log in with Kunal CU, it made 10511. That is one name of organization, you can say, that is making. And after then we have to give the name of project, and after slash, that is included in our project only. So as I log in, I made a many more organizations here. So here are with 0511 with this name, different names are here. Okay, like if I'm clicking here, already I made one, so I want to show you that. Otherwise, we will make new project. Yeah, this one DevOps. I made one project. So that is in Kunal CU. I made one project with the name of DevOps. Okay, and what I want to show you. Actually, our that DevOps portal of Microsoft Azure contains of 4 5 section. First one is a board. First one is a board. Second one is a repo. What is repository? First one is a board. Second one is a repository. Third one is a third one is a pipeline. Fourth one is a test plane, and fifth one is a artifact. Okay, so when you are going here, so first time it is asking you for the organization. As I told you now, first we have to make an organization. So I made one organization with with Anuradha Ajmire 101. Okay, I made, that is by default they are taking that organization name, that is with 101, and under this organization I made one project with name of Geo. And when I will click here on this Geo, my that organization is now opening. Okay, and see, in beside window that organization is opened. The name of that organization is a Geo. And today only I want to tell you these 4 5 things. Okay, because we are not making any project, even I'm not giving you any task. First we are going to a portal only of Azure portal, and then we will switch here. So this is a board. Okay, in board, how much items you are getting? Work item, board, backlog, sprint, queries, even delivery plans. Okay, anyone tell me about work item? What is this as per your knowledge? Hello, 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 hello.
Yeah, Kronal, we are hearing.
I'm asking about who knows about board. Board, in board we are getting here contents
Mhm.
like work item, board, backlog, sprint, queries, and delivery. Anyone tell me about this?
We can plan the things that are assigned to people who will be working on it.
Hmm. Boards we are using for our first documentation, you can say, or whatever plans we have related to our project, whatever documentation we are doing, that everything we are placing in this board. This board is for our work item. Work, we are, our actual work is done in board. Okay, and our board of work item contains 4 5 things like basic or CMMI, Scrum, or you can say Agile. Everyone knows about Agile.
Now we have a small
Yes.
confusion here. Can you please explain us the process? When you create a project here, you will be selecting the work process item, right? So can you
Mhm.
explain us like what is
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
agile, Scrum, and
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
few
that
more
is
things.
that all is in our seventh, eighth, or 10th lecture. I'm
Okay.
just giving you the rough idea because we don't know basic. First, we will discuss basic. I'm only giving you one rough idea. This board is a first process of our DevOps cycle, you can say. And in our board, we can do all our documentation, you can say, or our process, whatever initial stage we are writing here, and we are dealing with this board with that plans and that process. And after doing this, we are going for a repo. And repo is nothing but a repository. And for what we are calling as a repository is nothing but a source code management. Means we are managing our code in our repository. Okay, our source code we are managing in our repository. After then we are going for a pipeline. Before, in this portal only, they not wrote pipeline, they wrote build and release. Build and release means they are taking, they are building it, and then they are releasing it for testing and deployment. So that build and release, now they are calling, they change the name towards a pipeline. Even I'm just giving you few oral. Okay, if you are getting or not getting, don't be worry, only put some data in your mind. Even pipelines uh, pipelines is so famous name in today's market. So if anyone will ask you how many types of pipeline, there are two types of pipeline. First one is a classical pipeline, and second one is a YAML pipeline. YAML means yet another markup language. That is a one scripting language. So it's not means you should have a knowledge of YAML. No, you not need a knowledge of YAML, because your work, what is your work? Your work is to means a developer will write a code, and our work is this only. We will make a board, we will go for a repository, we will maintain our source code, we will make a pipeline, we will test or we can analyze our code, and then will artifact our code. This is our process. Developer process is to write a code, and he will write his code whether in Java, .NET, whatever he will do. We are not a developer. We are a DevOps engineer. DevOps engineer task is board, repo, pipeline, test plan, and artifact. Only this 5 item is our role. As I told you, what is board? Board is a first documentation, you can say, when whatever you are thinking, what is your plans, what you will do, that everything, that every document and that every work item, this everything is there only. Okay, in board. Second one is a repo. In repository, you will commit your code. Means it is not key, means whenever you are writing code, means we are again modifying code, so we have to do commit. After doing commit only, your new code is updated in your database of that repository. So this you don't go with this all items, only go with board. Board is nothing but for a documentation. Repo is for storing your code. Okay, and then we will go for a pipeline. Famous word is build and release. Build means anyone, what is meant by build? Hello.
Regarding the application build, you are talking, Krunal.
Yeah, I'm talking about build. What is a build?
Build means which takes source code and compiles it
Yeah,
and generates
when
an
your
object.
source code,
Generates
converting
any
your source code, into the machine level code is nothing but a build. In build process, we are converting our human readable form, you can say, your human, because whatever program that programmer will write, that will be in a Java, and that Java language is a human readable form. Converting your human readable form into the machine level, that is nothing but a build process. And after building, we are going for a release, and we are releasing it to the test plan. For what we are using test plan? Test plan is nothing but for testing your code. Means if you are making any duplicate code, or you are making any bug in a code, or you are doing any mistakes or any symptomatical mistake, or any type of blockers is there in your code, so that everything, or means there is a industry standard languages, they have their own syntax and everything. So your that code is following that industry standard or not. It is testing is not like that, that will only define the error. That will check everything, that will check the blockage, that will check the bug, that will check the code duplication, code redundancy. Even if few code you wrote and that is not used in your program, then why you are writing that code? That everything is deducted by this test plan. Test plan is nothing but a testing tool, or that is an analyzing tool, you can say. Okay, and it not doing only single type of work, that is doing various types of works, as I told you, only bugs, blocks, industry standard, code duplication, not usable code, that everything it find out, and that is showing in our that dashboard, and then we are checking, and then we are solving that issue. This is nothing but the this one. And artifact, Artifact means your that means your machine level code we are storing in your artifact, and we have artifact like maven, npm, and NuGet packages. These are our artifact, and those we are storing here. You will not get this much. I only want to show you this. That's why I came here, because you are not aware about this dashboard. Now I would like to tell you again one thing, but you don't ask question, even don't think much. How to create a pipeline? Only I have to create here. I have to click here on create a pipeline. Okay. Now you are seeing here, you will not get. I am just giving you the more details, which we will discuss in our 10th and 12th and 15th lecture, that I am showing you now. Okay. See here, because you will get more interest after this. That's why I'm showing you now. See how many types of geo. What is geo? Geo is the name of your project. See here, here is overview, board repo. These are you knew only. I told you. Okay, but here, where is your code? Where is your code means where you want to store your code. You can store your code in Azure Repo. You can store your code in Bitbucket Cloud. Okay. You can store your code in GitHub. You can store your code in GitHub Enterprise Server. Yes, what is meant by this GitHub Enterprise Server? I'm not getting meaning of that. Anyone?
It's an on-prem server.
No.
It is for companies they can use. It's like licensed one.
More sophisticated answer. You heard about on-premises? Hello?
Tell me, Kruna.
Yes,
On
Kruna.
you heard about on-premises?
Yeah,
Few clouds,
yes,
few
yes.
clouds are public cloud. Those are
Private cloud.
available. Those are with Microsoft Azure data center, and we are using those cloud, and those are public clouds. But few clouds, like company have its own cloud at its own location, and that we are calling it as a on premise, means on his premise. That is, so that on premise cloud, not that will not use that GitHub, or that will not use that this Azure repo. They will use this GitHub enterprise service. This enterprise service is made for them only. Okay, getting? This is for a, and this is for a on premise. This is for a on premise. So I will get you this everything. I am means for getting more interest to DevOps. I am showing you this section, but you will not get much now. So this Azure Repo Git is one of Microsoft Azure inbuilt repository. And you know that now, I told you we are using two types of pipeline. One is a classical pipeline and one is a YAML pipeline. See here, what is written YAML, YAML, YAML. See at the bottom, use the classic editor to create a pipeline without YAML. Means we can make a pipeline without YAML also, and that pipeline we are calling it as a classic pipeline. And classic pipeline is very simple and very easy to understand, and I will let you know about YAML pipeline later. First I will give you lectures on this classic pipeline only. At our that as I told you, at our 7th 8th lecture I will told you about this one. So now I want to click here, then see what will happen. Now I'm clicking here
Krunal,
on classic editor. Okay,
Krunal,
now after clicking here on classic editor, what happened? See here our classic pipeline dashboard is open. This everything I am doing for your interest, because many more students are aware with Azure portal, but no one is aware with dev.azure portal. And after getting a look over this, you will every day search on YouTube, or you will be means you will get a more interest to learn over this one. So after clicking on that classical pipeline, see how many options I'm getting here: Azure Repogate, GitHub, GitHub Enterprise, and Subversion, even Bitbucket. What is a Subversion? Subversion is also one source code management tool which we are using at initial stage of Microsoft Azure Cloud. Okay, this GitHub and these are now more refined versions of that. If I will select this Azure repo, suppose I want to select one repository, so I selected here and then I will say continue. Then see what will happen after selecting continue. They are asking me, you want to make a project with the help of .NET, you want to make a project with the help of ASP.NET, or they are giving this that much of here. Even they are giving and anyone knew for what Ant is using? Anyone? Hello?
It's a build tool.
Build tool.
We are using it with C Sharp.
Nant
And
is
tool
a
we are using it with a C Sharp. Okay. And so this much of tools you will get here. Okay, even whatever tool you want which is not listed here, and you will get from there also. But you can make one empty job also here, because now nothing is decided now. Nothing is decided means what we have to decide. If you are going for anything, so first you should know the requirements. What you should know? You should know the requirements on which you have to make project, what is your plans and that, and then you have to make a design how you will do and what you will do. Then you have to find out the developer, and then then tell developer I want to do coding on Java, .NET or what. Okay, so now we will jump to our that notes portion. So not a bumpy here, I want to write Anu. Suppose Anu have a own company. Okay, like the name of company is Anu India Private Limited. I'm telling you how we are making project, what is the need of making project, and what is the process. Suppose Anu have one company, and the name of that company is Anu India Private Limited, and Anu want to make it one website of her company with a name with name Anu India Private Limited. With this website, if she want to register and she want to make a her company, so what we are doing here, please tell me the process. What is the process to make this website where we can include these our all tools and all CI/CD process, because that continuous integration and continuous delivery or deployment, we are doing this everything online only, and our all work is in cloud is online only, nothing is physical here. So what is the process? This is the process which I will tell you now. So please tell me the process, and this question is asked in a company also. Tell me the process. Tell me the process of making this one. So what? Now I'm telling you the DevOps process with the example. Like Anu is a one client, and Anu has all the website related information, or you can say requirement. Okay, if Anu is a client and she have all website related information, like I have to do this, and after clicking here I want this page, and we are working here, so after doing this one I want this output, and this image should be like this, and this video should be play here, and after clicking that this should be done, and that should be done. So this all we are calling it as a requirements. What we are calling it as a requirements. Everyone is visible now? Hello? This notes is visible to everyone?
Yes, yes.
Notes is visible to everyone?
Can you hear me, Kunal?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So first we will ask for a requirements. First we will ask for a requirement, and after then Anu want to develop a website by using a Java or .NET programming language. In our requirement, second topic is via which language you want to develop your that website or your company. So first one is our requirement, and second, which language, with the help of which language we have to do that. And third one is Anu will find the company for needs to be complement the website design and implementing. Like then we will go for a developer and we will search for a developer, and developer will develop his code depends on these requirements with this language and with this design of the requirement, these requirements, and then design with this requirement with the help of either Java or .NET. The developer will design the code. Okay, and then what will happen? Anu, uh, Anu will found one company name is Accenture. As I told you, we found one developer of that Accenture company, and they are ready to work with that website. And that Anu paid few amount. And what happened? What question in company you will ask for DevOps? What is DevOps? DevOps is nothing but a dev plus ops, means development plus operation. Development is another team and operation is another team. And when you are combining this development and operation, you are getting the best product. And that's why DevOps is so popular in market. Okay. And developer, we are not a developer. We are not writing any code. That developer and that writing code is a task of developer who knows about this programming language of Java and .NET. If you don't have knowledge of Java and .NET, it's okay. That is not needed because your work is here operation. But have you should have a contact with a developer, because developer will write code and will developer will tell you you have this code, but for running or for building this code you have to run this tool, this MS Build tool, or this Javan tool you have to use for building purpose. And for repository you do this wala repository, you use this repository. So this everything is our developer will told us, and what we will do, we will only face, we will only do, we will use miss that source code we have to put in that tool of build. Then we will after getting a result from that, we will create a pipeline and we will include the, when we will, with the help of that tool, we will test it and we will remove the bugs from that and that everything. And then we will deploy it to the our client side. This is our work of operation. But we are working as a DevOps engineer because few work we are doing of developer side also, and most of the work we are doing of operation side also. That's why we are calling it as a DevOps engineer. And if you are DevOps engineer, means you are doing work of 4-5 people at a one time, and that's why the biggest and very good salary nowadays people are getting, those are DevOps engineer. And there is a, means in every company they have projects, but they don't have DevOps employees, because in today's market there are 10 to 20,000 few DevOps engineer, because technology evolved and there is a very hot DevOps is very hot, but people means they don't have much experience or they are new in market, and that's why company have lots of project on CI/CD, but they are not getting much peoples. Okay, so where we Mm, yeah, so Anu, as I told you, Anu will find the company and she will tell her design and she will implement there, and she paid also, and she went. So what question of company? Okay. So what is important here? Most important thing is your requirement. Okay. And whatever your requirement, that is most important. Second, what is important? You told the requirement, but that requirement, how to design, that developer will not tell. Only the means Anu will tell us how to make that design, because she will say, na, after clicking here, we want this. After putting click here, we want this. So first she will tell requirement, then she will tell design, then we will check with a developer based on the client platform language. Then we will search for a developer for languages like Java developer or .NET. And after getting that programmer, he will develop the code. Okay, that developers develop the website code. He will develop only website code. He will not develop a website. He will develop only website code. Okay, and then not only one developer will do coding, because it is not possible for a one person to develop that much of coding, because you say one person asked me na, means sir, what is this scrum and what is this agile? So this scrum and agile, what this scrum, this agile and this sprint, we are dividing the work in like 10 or 20 parts or 5 or 7 parts, and that parts are assigned to the developers, that different developers, and that different developer will develop their different sprint, or they'll develop their different scrum, we are calling it that, and then we are combining it. Who will combine? We are the developer developing, means DevOps engineer. We will combine that everything and we will give the output. So this is our role, and not single developer will write all code. We need a multiple developers for developing that source code, you can say. Okay, and that source code he will write either in Java or either in .NET. Now this is a this 1 2 3 4 these steps. Whose steps? Anuradha's steps. Anuradha means Anu, which I am telling you now. She told us requirement, she told us design, she told us which language to use, and she found out the developer, and developer developed the code. This all work is comes under the development side, toward developer side, or we can say toward client side, and we are working with a operational team. We are working with a operational team, and we are calling as a DevOps engineer. And what is our role? Our role is only this. What is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? This is our role. Our role is not go for requirement or go for design or go for any language and pay that and then select programmer and write a source code. This is not our role. This is all role of either Anu or developer. They will do this. Our work is this one: 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is fifth one? We need to compile and convert the raw into executable code. We can simply say it as a building process, and we are storing it in a artifact. Like, what is our process? We can compile that raw code. Raw code means that human readable code, you can say, which that developer write, that is nothing but a raw code. We will compile and we will convert it into the executable code. That raw code we will convert into the executable code, or we can say that human readable code we can convert into the machine level code, or binary code, we can say. That human readable code we will convert into the binary code or machine level code. Okay, and we will store that in a artifact. As I told you na here, what is this? Which this one artifact. What is this artifact? We are storing code here. Okay, so this artifacts is nothing but to share our Maven, NPM, and NuGet packages. And what is this Maven, NPM, and NuGet packages? You will get later. Maven is related to Java, NPM is related to .NET, and that NuGet packages. That everything I will tell you when our lecture will be in that scope. Now I'm giving you only few knowledge or basic knowledge for getting more interest toward DevOps. So our role is 6, 7, 8, 9. Sixth one is, fifth one is, we have to convert our raw code into the executable code. That is nothing but a building process which we are storing in our artifact. What is our sixth stage? Code analysis. What is meant by code analysis? Code analysis means testing. And where is it? Where is it? Yes, I'm not getting. Tell me, where is it? I told you now, we are doing that in a test plane. We are doing that everything in our test plane. See here, we are getting a test plane. This is for testing. This is for testing. Like, see, as I told you, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a work of Anu. This is a work of Anu and developer, you can say. Our work is only 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fifth one is very easy. What is compile? How we will compile? Whatever code that developer wrote, we will give to that Maven, or we will give to that MS Build tool, and that MS Build tool of that Microsoft Azure that will convert that human readable code into the binary code or machine code. Our fifth stage is completed. Now we are talking about sixth code. Sixth step is code analysis. Code analysis means code testing. Code testing we are doing in test plane, which I show here. We are doing here in test plane. In test plane, we will use either a Sonar Cloud, we will use mostly, and Sonar Cube we are using for on-premise. Okay, but for test plane, mostly we are using a Sonar Cloud, and with the help of that Sonar Cloud, what we will do, we will test our code, and what we are doing in that, what we are doing in this code analysis, we are testing the bugs, we are testing the syntax error, we are testing the standard rules, we are testing the blockers, we are testing the duplicate code, we are testing the code which we are not using in our program, but we wrote, but we are not using. So what is the work of that? So that everything we will analyze with this code analysis. That is our fifth, and that is our sixth stage. Then we will go for the store the executable code. And where we will store that executable code? In top only I told you, we are storing in a artifact. We are storing in a artifact. This is a building process, but this building process we will store in artifact. That's why I wrote here. It not means sixth and eighth is the same. Our fifth stage is this building. Our seventh stage is testing. Fifth and sixth is a building and testing, and seventh one is we stored that executable code in a artifact storage. These are very simple. Building, you have to give one tool. For testing, we have to give one tool, and everything that tool will do, you don't have to do anything. You only need a knowledge, and that knowledge I will give you. How to build, how to test. and then how to store. This is only for storage. And then what? Executable code will be deployed into the different environment. Okay. Dev staging or non-pods and non-pods, you will not get this one. I will tell you when this stage will come. But 7th stage is our for store the executable code, and we will store that our executable code and in our artifact storage. 8.1 is we are executable code will be deployed into the different environment. You know that now we are getting output. When we are getting output, when we are delivering our product to our customer, and what we are delivering here, we are delivering or we are the deployment is nothing but a delivery of our product. So our 8th stage is very, very important. What we are doing here, our executable code, spelling mistake is here. Okay, your executable code, that executable code, we are deploying it into the different environment. Okay, like which environment we are using for deployment in Microsoft Azure? Yes, anyone tell me which environment we are using for deployment in Microsoft Azure? Anyone? Hello?
ACR, container
No.
registry.
No. Again, anyone? Give me answer.
It will be dev, no? Non-prod,
Which
non-prod.
we are using web app for deployment purpose in Microsoft Azure. We are using web app, and this dev, staging, prod, this everything this is a technically, I will tell you in my next lectures. No need to
Kunal, you
discuss
asked
right now.
about the environment, no?
Yeah.
You asked about environment. Environment means it is like dev or non-prod or production.
Okay,
Correct?
okay.
You telling web apps, no? It's a type of executable is like var or jar file. Environment
Okay.
means this stages, this no production UAT, something like that. No? Am I right?
Yeah, you are correct. These are the
then-
things in executable code. We will means have the different environments, and I am not interested to discuss this everything today.
No.
Because
You
few
asked
students are,
in which environment Azure it will be deployed. Which environment? You tell me.
yeah, these are the environments which are given here.
You asked one
but-
question. No, I'm not sure.
Okay. Few students are new here, so we will discuss that deeply in our next lecture. So these are our environments. Those are dev, staging, non-prods, and this one. And we are using for deployment purpose in Microsoft Azure. We are using our web apps, and web apps is the most famous one. And our output and our client side work we are doing with the web apps only. So this is nothing but our 8th stage, and our 9th one is last. And what is this? We are doing monitoring of your website. What it means? We are doing monitoring of your website. Our every website, like our Microsoft Azure portal, you can say, or our dev portal in Microsoft Azure. These all portals are monitored. These all portals are monitored with the monitoring tool. These all portals are monitored with a monitoring tool. And after getting monitoring of this portal, whatever means error or whatever feedback or whatever bugs or whatever suggestions or any improvements we are getting, that everything is suggested by our monitoring tool, and that monitoring tool is feeding that everything information to our developer or our DevOps engineer, and then they are solving that issue and they are working on that, and we are making our project as fine and as accurate and as good as possible. That's why we are calling this DevOps trend and DevOps technology as the most better, and CI/CD pipeline is that's why boom in market, because everything is absolute here. And our last stage is, I'm again repeating, our last stage is a monitoring, and we have separate tool for monitoring. And with the help of monitoring, we will monitor this everything, and we will give feedback of whatever we are monitoring to our DevOps engineer and our developer, and developer will change coding according to that, and our DevOps engineer will implement or will make all that operation according to that, and he will refine our project, and we will get our final output. And we got this, and we will means company will
Krunal,
company
sorry to interrupt. You just asked a question here, right? Executable code will be deployed into different environment. What you said is web apps. Web apps would be the service that would be provided by Azure, right? So you mean
Yeah.
to say Azure will be using a service called web app
for deployment purpose.
yeah, for deployment. So that is what your question, right? So which
Yeah.
service would be using? So, but you asked in a different way, like
No,
which
no, yeah.
environment you would
Yeah,
be
yeah,
having.
that was mistake. Even Jenkins have two tools for deployment. Okay, but I'm telling you that AWS, if you are working in AWS or anything, in AWS you have to integrate each and everything. And in Microsoft Azure, they have, oh, everything is integrated here. Only you have to pick it, and you have to install, or you have to apply here, and your that work is done very without that integration, because everything is already integrated. But at the case of AWS, you have to pick, you have to install, you have to integrate each and everything, and because of that your task is going hard, and your task is going complex. Even that AWS is using that means not a friendly language he is using, that is more difficult and complex one. And now we finished our lecture because it's at 12 p.m. So tomorrow we will meet at same time, and everyone will join me at that correct time only. Okay. And how much? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 students attended, na? Hello, Neelam.
No, we were 5 actually. Subha left because of power failure.
What?
Subha was also joined, but she left because of power failure. She is facing some issues.
Okay, means 5 students are there.
Yeah, till 11:45 she was there.
Okay, tomorrow sharp at 10 a.m. be ready and join. Okay, I sended you the invitation link. Okay, nice talking with you everyone, and bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.